Brain Bailey writes, I think it might be Brian, not Brain, but maybe it's Brain. Maybe he's just got a big brain. All right, I need help to resolve a dispute. On Twitter, I suggested that Galaxy Quest deserved to be in the top 5 spoof movies of all time. I believe it makes fun of Star Trek in the best ways, everything from casseroles to zealous fans to Star Trek conventions. Yesterday, Mr. John Cambia responded to my tweet denying that Galaxy Quest is a spoof movie, even though Spaceballs is also on his list. Do you classify Galaxy Quest as a spoof movie?
No, not in the least. It's not a spoof movie at all. It parodies Star Trek a little bit, but a spoof movie is Top Gun, or Top Secret, I mean. The spoof movie is Airplane. A spoof movie is Spaceballs, where it's all...
Hot Shots.
Yeah, it's all like, it's all just completely circus-like ridiculousness.
Scary Movie 2.
Yeah, exactly. Those are spoofs, when every little thing is like, when you can have oh, this scene takes place in the biblical age deserts, and some guy's gonna drive through in a Hummer. That's a spoof. Galaxy Quest, which I love Galaxy Quest. It's a parody. I mean, it parodies the whole thing of Star Trek, but once you get past just that parody, it's a comedy sci-fi adventure movie, just like any other comedy sci-fi adventure movie. And you can't say that about real spoof. So I would absolutely say, no, it is not a spoof movie. But I don't know, what do you guys think?
It's one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. It's a parody, not a spoof. Spoofs are a lot more silly, and there's kind of like a wink-wink nature to them, like almost like the characters themselves can just start turning to camera and start talking. Where parodies, the characters that are in them, much like another favorite comedy of mine, Tropic Thunder, which kind of has a similar premise to Galaxy Quest, those characters they're serious. They like actually think what they're doing is like what they're supposed to be doing. They don't have that like they know they're in a movie feeling.
Yeah, kind of like your point about turning the camera, like in Spaceballs, John Candy and Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman goes, "Great, that's all we needed, a Druish princess." And John Candy turns to the camera and goes, "Funny, she doesn't look Druish." And you know, that's spoofing. Anyway, what do you
Airplane, spoof, based on a whole bunch of disaster movies. Galaxy Quest is like a loving homage to all the things made up of Star Trek, not only the series, but the fans, the creation fan festivals that were going on in the 70s and 80s that turned into Comic-Con and all these explosive, like now, you know, cosplay events of 30, 40,000 people all across America. We see this in all different states. This is saying, hey, check it out. There's a lot of love for these kinds of, you know, weird, small, like 60s and 70s TV shows. Not just Star Trek, which it was most definitely parodying Star Trek, but it was also parodying a lot of other, like Battlestar, just a lot of the conventional sci-fi cliches, but in a great way, saying, wouldn't it be great if we took this idea of a Star Trek, you know, esque TV show, and then they had to really fight aliens in the real world. So that's not a spoof. That's just a really kick-ass comedy action adventure, and that's what Galaxy Quest is. It's also one of my top 10 you know, science fiction comedies of all time. So it's really enjoyable. But spoof, no.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.